boy, all day, DL47, back at the end of 2024. Little something just before the year ends. Popping off as much rugby league information as possible. Right now, I've got the all-time shockers, episode 1. I've picked a random 13 games, so 13 videos, 1 video per game. 13 of the worst games we've ever seen in the history of Australian Rugby League. Right now, the first one I picked is the 1994 round 5 game. South Sydney Rabbitohs defeating Western Suburbs Magpies 28 points to 8 at the old Sydney Football Stadium. 1994 round 5. So, just to explain exactly why it was one of the worst games we've ever seen. So, South Sydney in 1994, both teams, South and West, struggling a great deal in the 1990s, but South Sydney played a bit better than usual in 94. This was their first win of the season in round 5 when they beat West 28-8. Then in round 6 they had a loss to Manly 28-13. But they then won 7 consecutive games, the next 7 consecutive games in 1994. But all those wins only against Balmain, who got the spoon in 1994, against Gold Coast Seagulls, against Parramatta, against St George, against Roosters, other teams that also finished nowhere near the finals in 1994. But the point is South's playing a little bit better than usual, whereas West struggling as much as usual. So it makes perfect sense that the game ended up South 28, West 8. So South going a little bit better in 1994 before eventually over the second half of the season, this winning form proved to be on borrowed time and they collapsed back into the old losing ways, finished the season in 9th place. Remembering the finals used to be top 5 in 1994, so 9th place was nowhere near the finals. And West finishing in 13th place in 1994, just struggling for the season as per always. The only positive for West in 1994 was the fact that they did in fact avoid the wooden spoon, because they Balmain got the spoon in 94. And West only had the fullback Andrew Leeds, who was an excellent defensive goal-kicking fullback, the winger Paul Smith, and the hooker Jim Sedaris. They were the only 3 West players really doing anything positive for them in 1994. And props to Paul Smith, he got West 2 tries in this game. That was their 8 points. 2 tries by Paul Smith. Andrew Leeds missing both conversions. Props to Paul Smith, he actually picked up 18 tries in 1994, believe it or not. Even though his team finished 13th, which was 4th last in the 16-team comp at the time. And even though West only won 6 games in 1994, he still somehow managed to get 18 tries for them. Quite incredible. So, makes perfect sense that South did enough to beat West, one of the other struggling teams, but yeah, definitely not a performance to be proud of by either team. One of the worst games we've ever seen, one of the all-time shockers. Shocking by both teams in the first half, before South obviously played a little bit better in the second half to eventually get the 28 points. So the West 8 points, like I said, 2 unconverted tries by Paul Smith, and South's 28 points, 5 tries. 2 tries by the halfback Craig Field, who was hot and cold, one of his hot games on this occasion. 1 try by the second rower Tony Mestrov. 1 try by the winger Paul Mellor, and 1 try by the centre Shane Wilson. Shane Wilson getting 4 goals from 6 attempts, and that was South Sydney's 28 points. So there you go. The boy all day, just before 2024 finishes. Finally finished the wooden spoons. All-time shockers. Mini 13 videos series just to finish it off. And thank you so much for ongoing pulverising brutal support. Your boy all day, day 47, toodaloo.